1980. Cell phones don't exist. The internet hasn't been invented. And the thought of having your own computer that fits on a table was just insane. The average price of a car was $7,493. It's about the same price as a cell phone nowadays. Globally, the Soviet Union has just invaded Afghanistan, and over in Iran, a group of militants and students have just taken over the U.S. Embassy, just stormed the U.S. Embassy, and they took 53 American hostages. They kept them hostage for 434 days. Back home in the States, the U.S. Olympic Committee has just hired the University of Minnesota ice hockey head coach, Herb Brooks. What I've just done is set the stage for the 2004 Disney movie Miracle. This was based on true events, and everybody in it is 100% real stories. Now, Coach Brooks had what many considered probably an impossible task. He was, like any coach that's hired by the committee, is expected to bring home the gold for whatever team they're coaching for the United States. Now, why was this impossible? Well, this is 1980. 1964, 1968, 1972, and 1976, the gold medal was brought home by one team from one country every Olympic game, Russia. In fact, Russia wasn't just the best Olympic team, they were the best team in the world. So, yeah, that sounds like an impossible task. On top of that, the team that Coach Brooks had constructed was full of a bunch of ordinary players. No standouts, nothing. And they had rivalries within their own team. The first day of practice on the ice, two of the players start going at it. Before they can be broke up, Coach Brooks holds everybody back, says, let them have at it. Let them go. And then when they get done, he lets them know. This is not how a U.S. Olympic team behaves. We're going to start being a team going forward. Give me your name, where you're from, and who you play for. And slowly over time, the team starts to get to know each other. Now I'm going to fast forward to the end of the movie. It's called Miracle. The USA wins. 1980, USA took the gold home, and what many considered had to be a miracle, not just from the United States. No other country's team could even come close to beating the Russians. In fact, Russia had played the United States All-Star team of NHL players and whipped them. So we have a group of ordinary players, no standouts, to the point that the U.S. Olympic Committee was pissed at Coach Brooks because he put this together with no say from them. And they were like, you have no standouts, no all-stars, and they still took the gold home. Here's the main point of the whole movie. Here's where we had the big arc. They go through all this training. They get to know each other. They're at their first game. Final score, 3-3 tie. Coach Brooks is fuming, furious. As the players are leaving the ice, he instructs the assistant coach, send them back out, grab a whistle, tell them to line up. He proceeds to have them do what's called hurries. They go from one line to the next line as fast as they can skate, back and forth. They just played a full game. 3 periods. Played a full game, and now they're doing drills. He has them going back and forth, back and forth. The rink manager tells them, we're leaving, we have to lock up. Give me the keys, I'll lock up. He turns the lights off. They're going back and forth, back and forth. The assistant coach gets to the point he doesn't want to blow the whistle anymore. He tells them, again, send them, again. They keep going. The medical examiner, Herb, you have to stop. Again, he keeps sending the players back and forth. The players start getting so exhausted that they're literally vomiting on the ice. They can't take it anymore. Again. As the viewer, I don't see how anybody with empathy couldn't start getting mad at this person. This is ridiculous. What's the point you're trying to make? Enough. They've had enough. He told them if they didn't want to work during the game, they could work now. Again. He's about to yell again. Mike Erozioni, Withering, Massachusetts. The guy could barely scream it out. Coach Brooks turns to him. He says, "Who do you play for?" The United States of America. That's all, gentlemen. The point he was trying to make was during that game, the reason he was so upset is while they were playing, he had team members looking at girls in the audience, talking about things from home. He was trying to make the point that they don't have enough talent alone to win the game. The name on the front of the jersey was more important than the name on the back of the jersey. That's what led to the miracle. They weren't good enough alone. And I couldn't help but think, I'm like, with all the stuff that's going on in this country, when we go to vote, when we go to work, when we go to help our friends, when we go to do things, what team are we playing for?